Hello, Renee Flamond here. There's a lot of back and forth when you're with a narcissist in terms of breaking up. I have never heard of one narcissistic relationship story where somebody was entangled and it's just one clean breakup, you never saw them again. Um, that would be a very clean way to go. But generally, there's a lot of back and forth. They come back to you, you go back to them, they hoover you, you accept it. It's a lot. It's back and forth. So the question is always, how do you know when it's the last time? How do you know when it's the last time? You might not even know when you're leaving the person, right? So say you've left the person 10 times. You don't even know each time. I know, I went through it. Is this the last time? Am I going to let him back in again? Am I going to let him call me again? Am I going to let him stop in for coffee again? Look at Minnie's perfect butt. How do you know? Well, I can tell you I don't have a ton of experience in terms of a list of a million narcissists or something that I've dated so that I know this full well. But I can tell you what happened to me. There was definitely some things that happened to me that made me know it was the final time, and I could just tell. I could feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it. So number one, what you're feeling is there's a shift. You feel a shift. You just do. It's something inside. Something shifted internally, and I guess it's very sad to say it, but it felt like hope left. Yeah. Hope left. With the final discard that I did, which was a formal, let's not, talk anymore type of situation, however it finally went down. But after that, I felt okay. I didn't cry. It was just finishing up business is how it felt. And there was a shift. All the tears had been, spent and all of the angst had been felt and all of the sadness. That had all been executed with previous attempts to break up, right? But the back and forths and the continual disrespect and mistreatment led me to finally, when it was the final thing that I knew, I didn't even know then, but as time, there's a shift. Hope left the building. That's a big one. Because that's what we hang on to for the whole time. That's why we can't let go. That's why we let them keep coming back. That is what it is. We are hoping and praying for them to change and be the person we thought they were and be the person they said they were going to be and be, able to fulfill the promises they gave you. It's hope that keeps us going back and forth. When hope leaves, it's a shift. It's pretty powerful, and you'll feel that. Allow yourself to feel that. It's a wonderful, wonderful epiphany. Number two, this is not a good thing that happens, but there's a sting, there's a pang, knowing you'll never see them again. And that was a tough one to get over. I think that's what kept me going back to the different times that I ran my course of going back and forth, is the thought of I'll never ever physically see this person again. So you might like the way they laugh or the way they look or the way they talk or the way that they interact with you when you're having a good time. You might have a full-on blast with the person. So to realize you're never going to see them again, that kept me in it, in the back and forth, just as much as the hope did. It's like you're never going to see them again. You can't picture that. So there's a pang knowing you're never going to see them again. It's different. It's not, oh, I'll see him again. I miss him, but I'll see him again. No. It's, I'll never see him again. There's a thing inside. You feel that. Number 3, there's also, on the Gloria side, a freeing feeling. It's very freeing, knowing I will never, ever again be subject to that treatment. Not by him, by anybody else. That's for me to look out for myself, yes? But from that person, once you leave, if you are feeling inside of you a feeling of you will never ever, it's a free feeling, and you know you will never be subject to that treatment again. When I was in the back and forth, I didn't have this free feeling, because I think somehow we know deep down inside it's not over. I'm going to let him talk to me again. I'm going to let him back in. I'm going to let him... And you know if you're doing that, you're going to be subject to more treatment. So there's an apprehension, yet you do it anyway, and then there's tension inside of you. Your neck hurts. It's a free feeling knowing I will never, ever be treated by that person that way again. Never. It's over. You feel it. Number 4, I felt, and I still feel, but I mean when you know it's final, there's an openness. I feel an openness to receive what the world may have for me. I'm not closed anymore. I can feel that. A space cleared, if that makes any sense. A space cleared for room for what the universe might have for me, and it's now ready to receive something else. A space cleared. I could feel physically the space clear. And that's pretty fascinating. That's fascinating. Number 5, there's possibility again. 4 is the openness, but 5 is the possibility, which kind of coincide, I suppose. But the possibility again, whereas I felt stuck in a hopeless loop. So there's the punctuated difference of the possibility that you're feeling. When you're in a narcissistic relationship, it does feel like a hopeless loop, even though you're in it because you have hope. But we know it's a hopeless situation here. But this has its own agenda sometimes, and it leads us, right? But when you are free of it and you know it's final, you feel it. You feel the possibility again. Anything's possible. You could meet someone the very next day, or you could be alone for 3 years and do the project you wanted to do. There's possibility. It's lovely feeling. Number 6. I swear there's a peace that comes over you. I prayed. I thanked God for the gift of having loved him, and the gift of letting me know it's time to let go. That's a gift too. And then I let it go. I let it go out, up, away, wherever it went, but I felt it, and it was peaceful, and I felt like it's not here any longer. I released the package of it, the whole package of it. The hurt, the love bombing, everything that came with it. And like I said, I prayed, I did, for the gift of loving that person, because I see, and I have listed many times for myself and for you, I've talked about the positives I see in having that come into my life. So I thanked God for the gift of that, but I thanked him for the gift of letting me know that it is time to let it go now. I started to listen, and that is a peace that came over me. It's like I watched it go up and away, and I released it. Number 7, and this is a really big one, I feel like myself again. And I remember when it happened, I felt like myself again. I felt like I was starting to rest at night. I wasn't so restless. I started to feel rested. So I started to see her rear her beautiful self. Day after day after day after day after day after week. And it started to happen. And now I feel like myself again. And I'm starting to act more like myself again. And I'm not nervous, crickety, anxious every day, worried what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. Is the phone going to ring? Is it not going to ring? Are we going to get into a fight? Are we not going to get into a fight? Is this going to be a good day, bad day? It's my life now. It's me again. Every day's a beautiful day. I'm in control. So I know it's hard wondering if it's the last time you're going to let it be final. But if you're feeling anything close to any of these things, embrace it and let it be. Choose it to be your final. Choose to feel these things. Go after them with fervor. Try to accomplish it to be your final. But look out for these things. It's glorious on the other side. That's all I wanted to tell you.